What's going on, Broncos country? How y'all doing tonight? This is to the Bronco. I'm bringing y'all another episode of Everything Broncos. Listen, this is Monday. The Broncos already went through their practice. You know what I mean? They walkthroughs. The practice today wasn't really open to fans. It was just open to media. But I still get my information. And I know I ain't bring y'all information from, the day 10. So I'll be hitting y'all with that today. But tonight, um, listen, Russell Wilson and the offense, they've been stacking days. They've been stacking days. And I mean, they've been looking good since Friday to Saturday, then off Sunday, and now they back. They're looking good again today. That's how it usually works, people. You know what I mean? That's how it usually works. The defense usually always be ahead of the offense. You know what I mean? Because when you're on defense, you're only going. They only tell you one thing, really. You got the cornerbacks, you got the safeties, you got the outside linebackers. So you already know you got the boundary coverage and all that stuff. They all over, you know what I mean? They all over the place. But the offense is stacking days. Just like Sean Payton said, like right now, like we just running plays. Because if we had to play the Broncos defense, if we was playing the Broncos in that defense, I would be calling different plays, right? Because the Broncos, the defense right now, they showing that off front. It's off front that the defense is showing the off front. Yeah, I mean, Broncos country, gotta love it. The Friday first preseason game, we the Broncos they gotta travel to Arizona to play the Cardinals, right? And then the second preseason game, they gotta go to San Fran to play San Fran. The the third preseason game, third preseason game, they're home, which they will have. They will do a joint practice against the Rams, and then they'll play the Rams in that third and final preseason game. You know, all this is a tune up for the regular season, and also to determine who is going to make the 53-man roster, who is going to go on the practice squad, who is going to get cut, and then they'll also be looking at that waiver wire to see who they could bring in to fit certain needs or what have you. You know what I mean? But it's football, man. It's football. I'm happy it's football. I'm ready for Broncos football. I know everybody else is ready for football, no matter what their team is. But I'm ready for Broncos football. I want to see what this team is made of. I know this team is going to be built different because of the head coach. Sean Payton is built different. And he's not a first time head coach. He's a Hall of Fame head coach. He's a proven head coach. Come from the Bill Parcells Street. So who wouldn't be excited to see what this Broncos team is going to look like. I know I am. I know I'll be watching the preseason games. I'm gonna watch all the preseason games because I could get it on my TV. You know what I mean? So, but I will really be watching my Broncos, and I'll be bringing people, everybody, all y'all news on my channel. I will be doing that. Look, just Simmons is out with a growing injury. God bless him. He'll be back soon. That's not like a season ending injury. He might not get no run. Pardon me. He might not get no run in the preseason, or he might. Depends on how quick he heals up. But I mean, Sean Payton is he's instilling next man up mentality. Look, we had two wide receivers go down. Tim Patrick, and I mean, if you want to count KJ, you can count KJ Hamler. But at some point, KJ Hamler is expected back. But is that written in stone? I don't think that's written in stone because if the Broncos think they got the receivers they need to make it through the season, and then Sean Payton, he drafted his first wide receiver in his first draft, which is Marvin Mims, at the end of the second round. He does everything that KJ does. He's a speed demon, just like how KJ was a speed demon. Now we just gotta see if Marvin Mims will be available because KJ wasn't available. So that might make KJ Hamler kind of somewhat expendable. Well, I like to see KJ Hamler and Marvin Mims on the field at the same time. Yeah, I would. Who wouldn't? Because both of them players are speed demons. They could take both of them. They could take the top off the defense. But if you only got Marvin Mims, I'm cool with that. I'm really cool with that. Now, we have Brandon Johnson stepping up in that Tim Patrick role. Look, Brandon Johnson was the man last year in the preseason. You know what I mean? And in training camp last year, but then he caught an injury. That's why Jalen Virgil made that 53-man roster last year, and Brandon Johnson didn't. But then they brought Brandon Johnson up. But the difference is this year, we're not hearing nothing from or about Jalen Virgil. All we hearing about is Brandon Johnson. So is Brandon Johnson currently in the favor of Sean Payton and that coaching staff? Who knows? We'll find out because it's 3 preseason games left because we didn't even play the first one. Broncos didn't even play the first one. And after the first one, the stars going to play. But everybody else is going to play too. Everybody else is going to run too. Because Sean Payton said it don't matter how you got here. You got here and now you here, right? Now the evaluation starts because it don't matter how you got here. It's what you do when you get here that counts. Because when you get here, the evaluation starts. So what that means? Make the best of your time. Do the best that you can do so you can show the staff something. And I'm gonna tell you what, the running back out of Youngstown, Youngstown State, Jaleel McLaughlin, that boy's for real, man. He's for real. I got him making the 53-man roster. Yeah, I do. I really got him making a 53-man roster. But we still gotta see what they do, what he does, and what everybody else does in the preseason games. Because that's what's going to determine their work in the preseason games. It's not what we do in practice. Look at Allen Iverson. What, practice? Practice? What you talking about, practice? Is what they're going to do in the preseason game. It's going to be how they show up and what they do and how focused they are and how determined they are to show that, that they better than the undrafted status that they went to. And then another undrafted rookie, which is going to be kind of, to me, a hard path for him to make it to the 50-man roster. But to me, if he keep doing what he doing, he'll make it. And that's Taylor Grimes, right? That boy is good. I think that boy is for real, and he's taking advantage of his opportunities. Every opportunity he get, that boy don't drop a ball. He catches everything that's thrown his way. He's showing the coach staff that he can be a reliable wide receiver in the league, and that says a lot. That says a lot. And so we just gonna have to figure it out and let all this play out. It's three preseason games, mind you. This week be the first one at Arizona. The second one be against San Fran. Third one be against the Rams, where the Broncos and Rams will have joint practices. And after that be the cut downs. Be starting the cut downs. And I'm gonna be to bring everybody news. All news to Bronco country. Everybody in Bronco country, you'll hear the news first from Everything Broncos podcast. You'll hear the news first from right here on Everything Broncos podcast. You will hear the news first on the cut downs, who makes the 53-man roster, and who else the Broncos might pick up to add on to the 53-man roster, and who else the Broncos might cut to bring somebody else on to the 53-man roster. You will hear it first here on my channel. Because this is the best channel for all y'all Broncos news. everything Broncos through the Broncos. And I mean this my high swoop.